Teofimo Lopez just released some training footage, and it's got everyone hitting replay. This isn't the unfocused showboat we've seen before. What's emerging looks razor-sharp, starving for victory, and honestly kind of terrifying in how locked in he appears. His movement, his breathing pattern, even how he commits to every single punch, screams determination. This footage shows Lopez grinding through punishing core work and conditioning that has people talking. Each rep, each crunch, each slam of that medicine ball carries intention. Zero flash, zero theatrics, pure work ethic on display.
You know, he loved the sport. You know, he's a crafty fighter. Very, very intelligent in the ring. He loves to have fun when he trains. But at the same time,
this level of seriousness means something bigger. He's not just getting ready for another payday. He's rebuilding himself from the ground up. But while everyone's buzzing about his physical changes, the real story is what his team is whispering behind closed doors. Word is, Teofimo isn't just training to face Shakur Stevenson. He's training to crack one of boxing's most complex riddles.
Add some flips in it. Add some flips. Bring on him. Yes, sir. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on, Chad.
What's happening in this camp goes beyond working harder. Lopez is evolving, one session at a time, into something completely different. Sure, Teofimo's always been a natural athlete, but this transformation looks carved from pure dedication. Every clip from his preparation screams growth. Those flashy routines are gone, replaced by savage, focused sessions designed for maximum impact. He's been caught on camera pushing through endless core circuits, holding planks until failure, explosive rotational drills, medicine ball work that shakes the entire facility. The mission isn't looking powerful, it's moving powerful.
that's going right here at the boxing headquarters. And this is a hub for fighters. You already know. So, we're gonna see what work you're gonna get done today.
Each movement is designed to deliver that snap in his combinations and that championship round explosion he'll desperately need against someone as technically gifted as Shakur Stevenson. His strength coach Rob, who's orchestrating this makeover, put it perfectly. He said Teofimo possesses offensive explosiveness and clearly holds the athletic advantage over Shakur. This advantage is what the entire camp revolves around, converting raw athleticism into lasting power and transforming speed into tactical brilliance.
Teo is offensively explosive, and he definitely has the athleticism edge over Shakur. Now, I think Shakur's defense is high caliber, and his IQ is also high caliber. So it's a really good matchup.
Rob breaks down their approach as total body synchronization and energy management, making sure Lopez doesn't exhaust himself trying to catch Shakur around the ring. While the physical transformation is remarkable, everyone in that gym understands the change goes much deeper than muscle definition and perspiration, because this battle transcends the physical realm and becomes mental warfare. The TRAININ is just what you can see. The genuine transformation is happening between his ears. Throughout his career, Teofimo Lopez's toughest opponent has never been across the ring, it's been his own thoughts. Years of criticism for unreliability and emotional meltdowns have finally taught Lopez to harness his greatest weapon:
aggression instead of letting it control him.
Because Teo, I feel like Teo got to go in his bag and pull something out he's never used, which is be over-aggressive, be nasty, but still be Teo. You know what I mean? I'm saying that because I never see Teo just get ruthless. And I think that's what he has to do against the Shakur. You know what I mean? If he get ruthless, you know what I'm saying? If he get ruthless, I think this is a great fight.
Trainer Greg Hackett put it
Lopez needs to reach deep and unleash something he's kept hidden: the controlled aggression, maintaining his edge while staying true to himself. That word, controlled, changes everything. His trainer isn't asking for mayhem, he's demanding focused devastation, the type of relentless pressure that breaks opponents without destroying his own flow. Camp insiders describe a Lopez who's more reserved, more aware, and completely unbothered by external distractions. He arrives first, leaves last, and keeps media at arm's length. Maybe for the first time ever, Lopez isn't fighting for approval. He's fighting for clarity. This preparation isn't about payback or silencing critics. It's about finding that sweet spot where instinct meets self-control, discovering the perfect harmony where belief becomes composure. That harmony could be his only weapon against the Shakur Stevenson puzzle. Every exercise in Lopez's facility serves one purpose: decode Shakur Stevenson's defensive masterpiece. Stevenson isn't just elusive. He's among the most defensively brilliant fighters we've seen in years. His movement, his positioning, his talent for making world-class fighters whiff by millimeters. That's Lopez's daily study material. Coach Rob breaks it down simply. Shakur's defensive intelligence operates at championship level. He capitalizes on everything. His distance management is exceptional. Lopez's squad has constructed their entire preparation around this reality. Accuracy over aggression.
In box circles around Tio, we don't know. But definitely with the athleticism edge, I'm going to give it slightly over to Tio. But, you know, not saying that Tio doesn't have a good IQ. I just think Shakur's IQ is very, like, I know people know that he's a smart fighter, right? But I think that when we talk about fighters throughout these eras, he's not really mentioned in these things because of the opposition who he...
They've recruited sparring partners who mirror Shakur's style, teaching Teofimo to corner rather than chase. The emphasis becomes patience over pressure, mastering entries with purpose, managing distance, and creating exchanges on his terms. Witnesses describe Lopez drilling feints, compact defensive resets, and precise, economical pivots, stylistic changes that might disrupt Shakur's timing. They're making every square inch of canvas meaningful. When Lopez advances, it carries meaning. Despite all this preparation, one wild card hangs over everything: Teofimo's own consistency. No matter how perfect the game plan, everything depends on which Lopez appears under those bright lights.
But he does have some great IQ, and from a coach's standpoint, I get to see how he does certain things, why he does certain things. I'm like, that's smart, you know, and he capitalizes. He got good range control, so it's going to be interesting for sure.
Not many fighters are as inconsistent as Teofimo Lopez. On certain nights, he appears unbeatable, explosive, confident, and dangerous. Other nights, he seems lost, hunting for timing that never arrives. This duality makes him both exciting and nerve-wracking to witness.
But I think that Tio got a chance to buzz or hurt Shakur. He got speed, he explosive, but sometimes it's all based off athleticism with Teofimo versus like the basics. Shakur got better basic fundamentals to where he can have he can have his style together even on because the way he fight it ain't all that extra stuff.
Former champion Mickey Bay captured it perfectly. Teofimo runs hot and cold. Nobody knows which fighter will show up. But if Shakur's even slightly off his game, Teofimo can take it. That's the risk. When Lopez finds his zone, his speed and power can overwhelm practically anybody. But if he second-guesses himself, even briefly, Shakur Stevenson will dissect every mistake with clinical precision. It's pure theater in motion. Lopez's explosive bursts challenging Shakur's calculated patience.
So to me, Tio a little extra with his fight, with his style. So if he off, he kind of leap in with a lot of punches, with speed, explosive. But to me, Shakur more settled in with his style. He know who he is. Like, he know how he gonna fight. And he know that it's gonna go, in his mind, he looking forward to go 12 rounds.
The team understands. there's zero margin for mistakes. Every training session gets treated like a title fight. Maximum intensity, no corners cut, no wasted minutes. Because one careless exchange, one wrong step, one instant of uncertainty could separate triumph from devastation. In the Lopez camp, every technique is getting rebuilt. The era of reckless charges and wild power shots is finished. Now, Teofimo's learning surgical precision. Shorter steps, better angles, cleaner combinations. Trainer Greg Hackett's instructions fill the gym, molding him into a calculated predator rather than a wild brawler. Make smaller adjustments, close distance gradually, stay quick, avoid loading on single shots. This philosophy defines everything.
Has practically become the camp's mantra.
Saying is, when you're tracking a guy down and getting out of the habit of loading up one shot, that means you got to take smaller steps and put smaller shots together. You know what I'm saying? So, in a sense where Tio like to jump, you got to stop that jumping. You know what I mean? Take smaller steps, inch in behind smaller jabs, smaller right hands. Be a little bit more quicker. And you know, try to keep it at a minimum of like 4 punches.
They've built entire sparring sessions around.
The training forces Teofimo to advance, adjust, and retreat within tight spaces. It's not about hunting knockouts, it's about owning territory, making Shakur respond to his pressure. Gym observers describe how Teofimo now dissects sparring sessions like strategic battles. Each jab becomes information gathering, every feint a measurement, every counter a teaching moment. He's studying patterns, learning to corner opponents without overextending. This represents the evolved Teofimo Lopez, still carrying knockout power in both hands, but now understanding the perfect timing. His corner believes blending explosion with intelligence can disturb Shakur's flow, that perfect balance between power and patience that separates good from great. Even with these upgraded skills, boxing isn't just about technique, it's about endurance, because when exhaustion creeps in, even genius becomes ordinary. Everyone discusses conditioning, but Lopez's camp treats it like life or death. The team recognizes what's hanging in the balance. If this fight goes the distance, Shakur Stevenson's stamina could determine everything. Former champion Mickey Bay stated it directly. Shakur might separate himself in the final third. His conditioning is superior. This reality became their driving force. Lopez's fitness team has rebuilt his training schedule to simulate 12-round warfare. Extended sparring with shortened breaks, late-night runs in Vegas heat, and precisely timed recovery periods. They've incorporated specific championship round drills, brutal finishers after complete sparring sessions, to train his body for explosiveness when it wants to quit. The staff monitors heart rate jumps, breathing patterns, and lactic acid accumulation, making sure Lopez can recover between rounds without losing momentum. It's endurance warfare, disguised as preparation. When those arena lights shine, and the pace shifts into tactical battles, whoever has more fuel typically controls the narrative. Nobody in this camp thinks cardio alone determines winners. Conditioning provides the foundation, execution matters most. This matchup transcends stamina or strength, it's strategic warfare masked as combat, and the smarter fighter might survive the storm. Analytically, this fight represents pure contrast. Athleticism challenging intellect, aggression versus composure, gambles against guarantees. Teofimo Lopez fights like a thunderstorm, unpredictable, instant, and crushing when it connects. His team trusts that explosiveness can shatter any defense. Even Shakur Stevenson's airtight protection. They're banking on movement, speed, and chaos. Disorder that even the most disciplined tactician cannot completely predict. Shakur's side relies on mathematics. They believe regardless of Teofimo's appearance of speed or power, Shakur's precision will neutralize everything. His defense transcends avoiding punches. It's about planting seeds of doubt. One whiff, one stumble, and he controls the entire fight's tempo. This matchup's appeal stems from what hangs in the balance. For Teofimo, this surpasses another big fight. It's redemption, an opportunity to erase questions and rewrite his story. For Shakur, it's protecting a reputation built on composure, skill, and nearly perfect execution. These opposing journeys meet in one ring, and the result could transform modern boxing's hierarchy. When the promotion ends, only one fighter exits with his reputation enhanced. Who really has the edge? One corner features Teofimo Lopez, the athletic phenomenon, explosive, unpredictable, capable of magic at any second. The other holds Shakur Stevenson, the chess master, cold, calculated, and deadly under pressure. Teofimo might own physical advantages, Shakur might control the mental game, but boxing proves fights aren't decided by descriptions. They're won in split seconds, and this fight depends on who captures those moments initially. Throughout this camp, Teofimo Lopez isn't chasing publicity or highlight packages, he's chasing growth, becoming the fighter who can finally unite power with wisdom. If he achieves this balance, if he arrives focused and fearless, everything transforms: his image, his career, his place in history. When that opening bell sounds, this won't just be about championships or respect. It'll define identity, the explosive force against the perfect formula. The remaining question is, can Teofimo Lopez maintain focus long enough to outsmart boxing's most intelligent fighter? Share your predictions in the comments below. For the latest boxing updates, highlights, events, and breaking news, subscribe to Knockout Updates and hit that notification bell to catch all our premium content and browse our video library. Thanks for watching. See you next time.